Hey everybody, welcome to Bert's Everyday Kitchen. Today we're gonna be making some broccoli rice casserole. Now this is a very special broccoli rice cheese casserole, and this is my mother-in-law's recipe. So I'm gonna dedicate this video to my sister-in-law Melissa Morris, because she has asked me for the recipe and I have had this recipe memorized for years. And so now that she asked for it the other day, I told her I would make her a video of it. And so I'm dedicating this to you, sis, this recipe, because it is your mama's. And I know how much we all loved it at Thanksgiving. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the ingredients, okay? Now, we're going to use the minute rice, and you're going to use a whole cup of the minute rice. We're going to use Cheese Whiz. Now this is 15 ounces, but you're only going to use 8 because she used a smaller one. Unless you want to make double, it's up to you. Now 1 can of the cream of chicken, and then 5 ounces of evaporated milk, a small onion that's already cut, and 1 stick of butter, salt and pepper to taste, and then of course the broccoli cuts. Now, once we get all this mixed together, it is going to go in a casserole dish. And this is maybe a 12 by 8, I think. And you'll go ahead and place it here once we put all the ingredients together. And you'll be cooking it in the oven, baking it for about 35 to 40 minutes, depending on how you like it. Now, of course, you know what, once it gets real bubbly on top, it's ready. And so let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, now we've got the butter in the pan already, and so we've got it like on medium heat. You don't want to have it too high because you don't want to burn the butter. Now that the butter is melted, we're going to go ahead and saute the onion. Let's put the onion in here. You can hear it already a little bit. Turn up the... We're gonna let that cook for a little bit. Now I think right now would be a good time that if you're gonna add salt and pepper, this would be the time to do it because you can see it right now a little bit better than you would with everything else in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper, just a touch, not too much. And I may just use maybe less than a dime, I think, on there. A little bit of salt. She always said not to use too much. So I'm just going to use a little bit. And as you can see, it's starting to bubble now. And the onions are a little soft. And you don't have to worry about them getting so soft because you're still going to put them in the oven. Okay. Now we'll take the Campbell's cream of chicken. Put it all in there. Mix it up. Good old Campbell's. They always have good soups that you can add to things. Now I'll take the milk and put it in there just to kind of get the rest of the soup that's in there. And turn down the fire just a little bit. Mix it in here. Get all the rest of that soup out of there. Oops. Don't make a mess like I did. And then just get it all in there. Okay, now at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put the broccoli in. And put it all in there. It's got all those nice pieces. It's got some florets and some. Now remember, the broccoli already has a little bit of fluid, has water. So that'll seep out once the ice starts melting in there. It'll make it a little runnier. So don't worry if it looks a little thick. Now if you think it's too thick for you, then add a little bit of water, but you don't need to. Now we're gonna go ahead and add a cup of rice. Mix it in there real good. Now we've got all our ingredients mixed in there. Now comes the cheese. I'll use the same spoon I used earlier. Just clean it up a little bit. There we go. And then just dig into the cheese whiz. And we'll just make sure we're only going to use half of this. So, more or less, that'll be it right there. We'll just kind of keep it in a low heat and just start mixing it around. See how cheesy it looks already? Looks really good. Okay guys, that's pretty much it on this end. Now I've got my oven turned on at 350 degrees, and you're gonna cook this for about maybe 30 to 40 minutes, depending if you like it kind of crispy on top. That's really to your liking too. So this is ready to go in our glass pan. Let's get all this stuff out of here. Clean as we go. And then we're going to take this, I hope you can see this well, and then just start pouring it in here. All the little bits out of there, all of that flavor. Okay, emptied it out. We've turned off the oven. Just kind of flatten it out here, even. That's a big chunk. Should have cut that one. We'll put it in the middle. There. Okay guys, and we are set and ready to go into the oven. See you in about 30 or 40 minutes. Bye. Okay, welcome back guys, and our final product is here. And it's good. It really is good. Now remember to let it cool down a little bit, because it really is hot when you get it out. So before you start serving it, let it cool down a little bit. And I've managed to get some out just to cool it down so that I can taste it. Now, you know how they always say, you know, it never comes out as good as your mom's. And I doubt if it's gonna taste as good as my mother-in-law's, because everybody has their own flair, their own touch, and their own love that they put into it. And she made it really good. So I'm only hoping that I do it a little bit of justice. Melissa, this is for you, sis. I hope you enjoy the video. And thank you, all of you, for joining me today on Bert's Everyday Kitchen. Let me taste it before you go. Oh man. Creamy, cheesy, ricey, broccoli. Everything that you love on it. It's good. Very good. Again, thank you guys for joining me on Bert's Everyday Kitchen. Try it. You'll love it. And I hope you like the video, sis. I did it just for you. Take care. God bless. And thank all of you, everybody that is subscribing, everybody that gives me such wonderful comments. I just want to thank you so very much. It really blesses me. And I hope that God blesses you on these days where there's so much trouble out there. We ask that you're, keep praying that, people are people and eventually they come around, God will touch their hearts. And that's what we're hoping for. Again, thank you for joining me on Bert's Everyday Kitchen, and I'll see you next time.